Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Jesse back at it again with another video for you guys. I am going to be trying to do these more often, at least post probably. I'll probably post. My post won't be I won't post every day. I'll be taking videos for you every day. I won't post every day. Why? It's because I procrastinate. And yeah, so that's something I'm working on getting better at is doing things now as, you know, why do people get rich? Well, the rich guys are too busy doing what the poor guys are talking about. The rich guys are too busy taking action and doing what the poor guys are thinking about doing and still talking about doing. So what does that mean? Well, it means that I am trying to harness my ability to do it now. Jim Rohn, you guys probably know him. He does lectures. You could listen back to his lectures, but I just vaguely remember one of his lectures talking about doing it now, doing it now, doing it now. So there's things that people do every day that you need to do every day. Brush your teeth, take a shower if that's something you do. I know not everybody takes a shower every day, but I'm a little bit of a germ freak, so I like taking showers every day. But mainly brushing your teeth, taking shower, eating clean. You know, you got to eat clean every day. So yeah, if there's anything that you need to do it now. And my point is that I will be doing the first part of the doing it now is taking a video for you, but then posting it. For some reason, I like to get all of my archives together, and then I like to post a lot in one day. That's what I did yesterday, but I'm gonna be testing like a mad scientist more, making more videos for you guys, watching them back, seeing which ones I like. And that's another thing too, right? Nobody's perfect. Perfection, only this creation that we are living in is perfect. Nothing else is perfect. Humans are not perfect. You are not perfect. This video um may have some staggeration in the way that I talk. It's not going to be perfect. I'm going to try to do it in one go. I don't have any voice notes. I don't have any notes, but I'll be trying to make this video in one go for you guys. I just got back from the gym. This was my point. I wanted to make this point earlier. So yeah, 2 minutes in, all I wanted to say is there's going to be a lot more information that I'll be getting out to you guys to make all of you guys better in every single way possible, because I'm a numerologist. I know what I'm here to do. I need to build up other people through my energy. I need to build up other people by communicating and relaying the messages that I have up here across the screen to you guys wherever you're at. So whatever part of the world, this knowledge is universal. Quantum physics now proves what scriptures and ancient manuscripts have been saying years and years and centuries ago. So yes, my point is, do not be a SNIOP. Now, what is a SNIOP? Well, it's an acronym for being susceptible to the negative influences of other people. Now, like everything in life, let's say algebra, it goes deep, right? But before you learn multiplication, you need to learn addition. Before you learn addition, excuse me. Before you learn division, you need to learn subtraction. So with everything in life, how do you get ahead? It's a mastery of the basics. And a complete mastery of the basics will then allow you to become so good, so consciously competent, to then become unconsciously competent. Now, where are all you guys? I'm talking to you now. Where are you guys? Well, you are in the unconscious incompetent stage. You don't know that you don't know. I've explained this in videos before. So these are the 4 stages of how information gets to everybody. Unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, conscious competence, unconscious competence. So you need to go through these gradations of knowledge to be able to be running and to ingrain the right neural pathways in your brain on the fly, on muscle memory, with muscle memory on the fly. And so you're almost acting like a robot. You're programming your brain to do what you want. Most of you guys are now unconsciously competent in what's wrong. You're unconsciously competent in not doing it now. Become consciously competent in doing it now. Do it now. I want to make a YouTube video. Do it now. The second I get the idea, make a YouTube video, do it now. Now, what will I be talking about? That is the question. Do not be a SNIOP susceptible to the negative influences of other people. That means that you have a brain, your brain, and they don't want you to know that your brain is the most powerful mechanism, the most powerful computer in the entire universe. The brain is the most powerful piece of the brain is the most powerful. Okay, what does that mean? That means when you think a thought, Albert Einstein said thoughts are things. So what does that mean? Well, if thoughts are things, then that means that your thought, you can't see it, but it actually creates everything. You look around. This phone that I'm talking to you guys was somebody's thought before it was the phone. This house was a thought in somebody's head before it became this house. So what does that mean? That means that thoughts are things, and your brain is the most powerful computer in the entire world. Now, do not become susceptible to the negative influences of others. Why am I bringing up that your brain's powerful? Because thoughts are things. That means that when somebody else's brain thinks something, it can go, your brain, and Thomas Edison and Albert Einstein both also learned this and figured this out at the turn of the century, that thoughts are things. Your brain is a broadcaster and transmitter and receiver, broadcasts energy. So that means do not be susceptible to the negative influences of other people. When somebody else's brain that is also a powerful broadcaster sends out a vibration, a thought, however you like to say it, your brain's actually picking that up. Thoughts are things. Somebody else's brain thinks a thought, your brain then receives that thought and transmits that into your field. But this is being a SNIOP, being susceptible to the negative influences of other people. When you can realize that your brain is the most powerful, my brain is here inside of my brain, your brains, whoever is watching me here, your brains are over there inside of your brains. So most of you guys are susceptible to the negative influences of other people. Now, who do you listen to? Well, if you're listening to everybody else, that's why you're a SNIOP. You're susceptible to the negative influences of other people because you're listening to them. Or their desires are actually stronger than yours. What is politics? Well, it's the exertion of one's will, and it's the strongest. Whoever's will is the strongest will be exerted the strongest. So I could go for probably however long. I'm going to try to wrap this up pretty succinctly. So your brain broadcasts energy, receives it, transmits it, broadcasts and receives energies, that in the same power of intensity can be reaching you on the other side of the planet right now listening to me. That's how powerful the brain is. So I know this. People know this. They don't want you to know this, and they are doing everything in their ability to make sure that your brain does not broadcast at the highest level of power that it can. And I've took a conscious awareness in the fact that I want my brain to be able to broadcast that frequency at the highest level possible. So do not be susceptible to the negative influence of other people. Who do you listen to? Well, listen to somebody. This is and like everything I was saying before, math. If you want to learn math, you need to master the basics. So what are the basics of getting what you desire in life, which this channel is all about, is being able to get what you want in your life, being able to fulfill your desires, because 90% of people die with all of their desires unfulfilled. 90% of people die without $1,000 in their bank account. Harvard did a study. What was that Harvard study? Well, they took in people, they asked them their dreams, goals, and desires, and they brought them back 10 years later, and they saw which people actually achieve their goals and desires? Well, it was the people who wrote their dreams, goals, and desires down on paper. And this is something else, but this is just explaining what my whole YouTube channel will be about. So feel good now. Who do you listen to? Mastery of the basics. Master the basics. Who do you listen to? I won't give you the answer. You could put it in the comments what you think the answer is, who you listen to is. Well, I'll give you the answer, so you don't need to guess. You listen to somebody who has been where you are and has what you want and has the physical manifestation of what you want to prove it, has the physical existing evidence of that thing. So who do you listen to? You listen to somebody who has what you want, has been where you are, and has the physical evidence to prove it. Now, everyone else, how can you listen to me? Well, you don't have to listen to me if you want. I just know what my purpose is, and that purpose is to build up other people by relaying some sort of information to them. We live in there's a secret economy of knowledge that is existing above everyone's conscious awareness. So this might be a little all over the place, but like all my videos, they're all over the place. I would just like you to pick up one thing, put it into your life. Why do people read books? Read books, but let me go back to the other point. You listen to somebody who's been where you are, has what you want, and has a physical proof of what you want. Now, who do you learn from? You learn from everybody. Abraham Lincoln has a saying. He says, I learn from everybody, even if it's what not to do. The rich man learns from the fool, but the fool does not learn from the rich man. So you listen to somebody who has what you want, has been where you are, and has the physical proof of that, and you learn from everybody. The second you stop learning is the second you become not teachable, which is a story for another day, because how teachable are you? What is your willingness to learn? What is your willingness to accept change? The mastery of these basics will get you what you want in life. If you're not willing to change, if you're not willing to accept change, if you're not willing to learn, what is your willingness to learn? Scale of 1 to 10 times 2 equals 100. What is your scale? What is your teachability index? It's called. So if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. They don't want you to know, but there are some techniques when you become consciously aware that you are unconsciously incompetent. You can become, when you become aware that you don't know that you don't know, you are unconsciously competent. You are unconsciously incompetent. You become aware that you know now you don't know, you become consciously incompetent. Now you actually need to put the physical application of becoming consciously competent. As much as you're consciously competent, then your brain can then become unconsciously competent, is where you all are now, but unconsciously competent in what's wrong. So let me make an easy analogy for everyone to understand. When you were a little kid, you had to learn how to tie a shoe. Before you knew what a shoelace was, you didn't even know that you didn't know what a shoelace was. Then you knew that, then you figured out what a shoelace was, and you figured out that this was something that had to be tied. You had to consciously apply the algorithm a couple times before you became unconsciously competent in tying your shoe, which is how you actually program your brain for success. And that is what I'm here to do, is to build everybody up through my words, through the information that is in my brain. And when I have a little bit of motivation, I will do that. And here we go. Have a good one.